Right.
They burn the Constitution. It doesn't mean anything today. But we live in a mental institution. 'Cause everything's crazy. They're doing away with borders. It's a new world. It's a new day. There is a new world order coming to your town. You better get ready. You better get ready. It's a new day. It's a new way. It's a new day. It's a new...
Yes, indeed. Boy, oh boy. Look out. It is Saturday night, and you are not going to believe what I got for you right here on Revolution Radio. That's right. It's the Samsel Report coming to you live from beautiful Clearwater, Florida. The phone line is up. The number to call in is 727-474-1086. Oh, yes, you heard right. 727-474-1086. Okay? All right. Okay. Wild Bill here. Hello, all you guys out there in internet radio land. That's right. And hello, all the people down there in the chat room. Down there in the dungeon down there. That's right. Boy, oh boy, welcome to everybody. Welcome to this new installment of the Samsel Report. Okay. So let's moving right along. Ladies and gentlemen, our government is a cesspool of corruption, which hopefully we can fix now. Okay? All right? Our industrial might is a thing of the past. Well, we're going to do something about that too now. Okay? All right? The Constitution and the Bill of Rights were being trashed by a treasonous, out-of-control government intent on enslaving the American people. That's right. But all that's going to change now, because the Donald come to town. That's right. That's right. The Donald come to town, so look out. Look, it's like Matt Dillon, right? Huh? The rifleman came to town. Well, there you go. There you have it. There you go. Anyway, it's like the Twilight Zone. I swear to God. We live in the Twilight Zone, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes, we do. We live in the Twilight Zone. Okay? All right. So, now it's time for an important message. Especially for you listeners out there. Oh, yes, because this program on Revolution Radio is listener supported. And that means you, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this network and if you like this program, then please send us money. Okay? All right? Tell them old Wild Bill sent you. That's right. Oh, yes, please. Now, we don't want a whole lot of money unless you got money, you can throw around, right? Right? Unless you got money. and you want to give it to us, we'll gladly accept it. If you come up with $100, say for instance you came up with $100, right? Right? Well, you know what you would get for your donation of $100? You would get 35,000 seeds. That's right. 35,000 seeds. And plus all the kinds of information. You get the information on what to do with the seeds. And then once you pick once they turn into whatever they're going to turn into, then you've got the instructions there about what to do with them then. Okay? See? So it's all there. All you got to do is read the instructions. Okay? So, all right. Anyway, let me tell you something. You need this network. Okay? Oh, yes, indeed. I tell you what, they're trying to shut down all this kind of stuff here on the internet, you know. Oh, look out. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Huh? Revolution Radio is the voice of truth and freedom that you won't find anywhere else. That's right. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay? All right? Okay? All right. So there you go. There you go. There you have it. There you go. I can't find my bell. Where did my bell go? I have no idea. How am I supposed to know when one story starts and the other one ends? Huh? 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 Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Here we go. I got it. I got it. Hold on a minute here. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Here it is. I got it. Okay. All right. You ready now? There we go. There we go. Let's get right down to our headlines for this week. Okay? Because, like I said, you're not going to believe what I got for you here. Okay? First of all, we got to get serious here for a minute, okay? Seriously now. All right? Astronaut and Senator John Glenn dies at 95. Before Glenn gained fame as the first American to orbit the Earth, he was a fighter pilot in 2 wars and set a transcontinental speed record. Right? He served 24 years in the Senate from Ohio. Okay, now, John Glenn flew an F-9F Panther, and he flew an F-86 Saberjet in Korea, and he shot down 3 MiG-15s. That's right. On July 16th, 1957, Glenn completed the first supersonic transcontinental flight in an F-8U Crusader. He was one of the original 7 astronauts and the first American to orbit the Earth aboard his Mercury capsule Friendship 7 on February 20, 1962. I was 8 years old then. Oh, yes. I was glued to a black and white TV screen, as was the world, right? For 5 hours. It was a 5-hour flight because he almost didn't make it. That's right. For a while there, we thought he was going to burn up on re-entry. That's right. That's right. But he did. John Glenn returned to space. He returned to space aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery on October 29, 1998, as a payload specialist, becoming, at age 77, the oldest person to go into space. So how do you like that? Huh? Huh? Anyway, that's what I will remember about John Glenn. See, to me, his politics don't even enter into the equation because John Glenn was a true American hero. Okay, so Godspeed, John Glenn, and well done. Yes, indeed, John Glenn. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I've been watching what's going on around out there, and it's not a pretty picture, let me tell you. Okay? So let's get down to our headlines. All right? First off, our first headline. German government worries about Islamophobia after Muslim refugee rapes and kills a woman. Government warns citizens it will be monitoring angry Facebook posts. Okay? That's their answer to the situation. All right? The German government has reacted to the shocking news about a Muslim migrant who raped and killed a 19-year-old woman by warning that it would be watching Facebook posts very carefully for instances of Islamophobia. Okay? So be on the lookout now for instances of Islamophobia. All right? 19-year-old medical student Maria Ladenberger was cycling home after a party when she was ambushed, raped, and then drowned in a nearby river. The incident has prompted uproar in Germany, with the country currently suffering an explosion of rapes and violent crimes since its borders were opened to migrants last year. A teenage Afghan asylum seeker was arrested on Friday for the alleged rape and murder. The victim's father is a senior EU official and a vehement supporter of the migrant policy that has seen over 1 million refugees pour into Germany over the last year. The aftermath of the murder was made even more bizarre by the fact that the victim's parents used her funeral to raise money for charities that are working to bring more refugees into Germany. The victim herself was also a refugee activist. As if the story couldn't get any more disturbing, the government's response was to warn German citizens who expressed anger over the incident on Facebook that it would be on the lookout for Islamophobic hate speech. Vice Chancellor Sigmar Gabriel asserted that the murder should not be used to stoke anti-immigrant sentiment. So, there you go. There you have it. There you go. Your teenage daughter gets raped and murdered by an Afghan refugee, and you ask for donations to a pro-migrant organization. Now what am I missing something here? Huh? What is wrong with this picture? Hmm? And the government says, don't you come down on the refugees. Oh, no, you can't come down on the refugees. Of course not. No, can't point your finger at the refugees. You can't point your finger at the refugees. No. You can't do that, okay? Huh? No, is it me or what? Huh? This is why we don't want them here. Gabish? You know what I'm saying? Okay? What? You want more? You want more reasons to keep them out of here? Huh? Okay. Our next headline. Sweden charges 5 teenage refugees with beating, gang-raping young boy for over an hour. Okay, so here we go. Are you ready for this? 5 asylum seekers who arrived in Sweden as unaccompanied minors have been charged with anally raping a young Afghan male teen at gunpoint in a premeditated assault at Uppsala, a city outside of Stockholm. Swedish State Prosecutor John Strombeck told Associated Press and local media outlets that 2 of the alleged perpetrators, who were all aged 16 or 17, were annoyed with the victim. Yes, they were annoyed with the victim, who they knew socially. 4 of the defendants are Afghans, while a 5th has requested a Farsi interpreter for legal proceedings. All right? Okay. On one evening in October, the gang surrounded and began hitting the victim, who was younger than 15 years of age, in the head and body, before putting a gun to his mouth and dragging him off to a nearby woodland. The group spat on and taunted the victim as each took turns anally raping the boy, with the described ordeal lasting for more than an hour. As the assailants took turns, the onlookers filmed the anal penetration, threatening to post the video on social media if he complained to the police. How do you like that? Huh? Huh? While prosecutors have presented no DNA evidence for the abuse, Strombeck said that the video clearly showed both the faces of the perpetrators and the acts they were engaged in. Additional evidence has been provided through matching clothing. The victim reportedly identified 4 of his assailants. All of the accused deny full culpability. One said that he was not present during the assault, while 2 more admitted that they were, but claimed that their actions did not constitute rape. Vice Chancellor Sigmar Gabriel told the Bild newspaper that such horrible murders and rapes already happened before the first Afghan or Syrian refugee ever arrived here. That's what he said. Those were his words. He also said, "We will not allow incitement after such violent crimes, no matter who commits them." That's right. That's right. So there you go. What a schmo. There you go. What a schmo. There you go. Da-da-da-da. Never mind. Never mind. I tell you what. Let's go on. Let's go on to our next headline. Are you ready for this? Huh? Obama administration admits it failed to check some 175 migrants against FBI databases. That's right. They failed to check. Oh, yes. In another embarrassment for the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, some 175 immigrants were approved for citizenship, even though their names weren't properly run through the FBI's databases for background checks, the Washington Times reported. They just kind of just slip their way through. Right? Huh? The Obama administration admitted the breakdown in procedure, and a halt was ordered for approving all new citizenship applications last week. Homeland Security officials blamed an ongoing process of digitalization for the problem, which affected about 15,000 applications. Earlier this year, USCIS admitted it had mistakenly given citizenship to hundreds of criminals whose records went unnoticed because the agency wasn't properly checking their fingerprints. Okay, yeah, we can vet these people. Oh, yes, we can. Right? Now, is it me or what? Huh? Because it is just getting crazy out there. Huh? 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 It's insane. It's just madness, I tell you. Our next headline. ISIS declares war on Trump's Inauguration Day, calling it Bloody Friday. Oh, yes, you heard right. ISIS declares war. You dirty scumbags. I tell you what. Check this out. U.S. Special Forces will be on high alert when Mr. Trump takes over as the 45th President of the United States on Friday, January 20, 2017, in Washington, D.C. Now, the Islamic State is planning a Bloody Friday assault on the same day as Donald Trump is inaugurated as U.S. President. The Islamic Terror Organization is reported to have recruited a number of new English-speaking operatives in recent months in a major bid to communicate messages ahead of the event. So there you have it. There you go. There you have it. Look out. Okay? Hey, they're all gonna. The world is gonna gang up. All the boogeymen are gonna come out from under the bed, and the boogeymen are gonna come out of the closets, right? And they're gonna crawl out from under their rocks, right? And they're gonna pile it on Trump. They're gonna jump. They're gonna make him. They're gonna attack him like hungry, starving wolves. That's what they're going to do. Oh, yes, indeed. The whole bunch of them, all the boogeymen are going to come out and go after Donald Trump on his inauguration day. All the George Soros-funded monkeys and baboons and oh, yes. So look out. Anyway, there you go. There you have it. Let's move on to our next headline. Okay? Could we do that? All right. Okay, here we go. All right, next headline. Mississippi governor says, no Syrian refugees for us until D.C. takes some. That's right. That's what he said. Those were his words. We think they would be a threat to Mississippians, he said. Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant informed Stuart Varney that his state has not accepted any Syrian refugees to date and has no plans to even consider doing so until the District of Columbia takes a bunch of them too. Right? We have taken none so far, so certainly we can claim that as a win, he said. I sent a letter to the president saying that we will refuse to accept Syrian refugees because we don't think that they're being properly vetted. Bryant said, "We don't know the specific background or identities of these individuals. We think they would be a threat to Mississippians." FBI Director James Comey has testified explicitly to Congress that federal agencies are not capable of properly vetting all refugees that come from jihadist hotbeds like Syria. So there you go. What do you take of them apples, huh? Hey, you want more? Do you want more? Here's more. Our next headline: Barbaric migrants. African sets wife on fire in German street. The 41-year-old man poured fuel over his wife before setting her alight. Police sources told the newspaper that a fire accelerant had been used. Witnesses said that the woman ran down the street away from the suspect as flames engulfed her body. Several people attempted to put out the fire, but struggled to do so. The man and woman, both originally from Togo, were living in Germany with permanent residency status. The woman later died from her injuries. But this happens every day, I guess, over there in Togo. Right? My God. My God. I mean, I don't believe this stuff. Do you believe this stuff? Huh? 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 And this is what they want to bring over here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? This is who the new neighbors are going to be. Okay? You're going to wake up one day and you're going to say, oh, what are my new neighbors? You got to be kidding me. Anyway, Italy had a vote. Right? Italy had a vote. EU rocked again as Italy votes. Renzi resigns. All right. 59% of Italians said, Sounds like a crow. That's what our new motto should be, right? Right? I have lost, Renzi said in a televised statement. We gave the Italians an opportunity to change, but we didn't succeed. That's right. That's right. Oh, yes, I have lost, he said. We gave the Italians an opportunity, he said. Huh? And what opportunity? What an opportunity. What an opportunity it was. It was an opportunity to bring in 1 million refugees from the Middle East. That's right. It was an opportunity to be more culturally diverse and enriched. That's right. It was an opportunity to allow entire neighborhoods to be taken over by Islamic refugees. Oh, yes, entire cities turned into battle zones and the streets into ghettos. That's right. Now the government orders its citizens to turn their private property over and their residences and turn their house over to the government for these people to be housed in. It's also an opportunity for the crime, rape, and murder rates to go through the roof. What an opportunity. You know what? You know what? I think the Italian people said, "The hell with that. The hell with it. Forget about that. Get out of here. No way." Right? So they voted down the globalist agenda, right? So there you go. There's another one. Voting down the globalist agenda. Huh? Huh? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's go on to our next headline. All right. Lindsey Graham to lead Russian election probe. Putin should pay a price. That's right. According to Lindsey Graham, everything is Russia's fault now. Okay. On Wednesday, he said he was mounting investigations into Russia's role in the 2016 presidential election, saying that he wanted President Vladimir Putin personally to pay a price. All right. I'm going after Russia in every way you can go after Russia, the former presidential candidate told CNN. I think they're one of the most destabilizing influences on the world stage. Those were his words. I think they did interfere with our elections, and I want Putin to personally pay a price. Well, Democrat Hillary Clinton had long accused Russia of interfering in the election. And the Department of Homeland Security officials told the Washington Post last month that they had evidence Russia was scanning state-run databases and computer voting systems. The Obama administration also said Russia was behind the hijacking of the Democratic National Committee and other party organizations that led to the release of email by WikiLeaks. So, there you go. There you have it. There you go. It was the Russians. Well, that explains everything, doesn't it? Huh? It was the Russians. They're the bad guys, huh? Huh? We got another. Hold on a second. Look at this. Look. Check this out. Look. Trump bashes CIA, dismisses Russian hacking report. These are the same people that said Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. That's what the Trump transition team had to say. Okay. Intelligence agencies have identified individuals with connections to the Russian government who provided WikiLeaks with thousands of hacked emails from the Democratic National Committee and others, including Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, according to U.S. officials, the Post reported. Okay. In an interview with Time published this week, Trump said, "I don't believe it. I don't believe they interfered." He added that he believed the reports of Russian intervention were politically motivated. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has denied Russia was the source of the hijacked emails that his organization released. So, in answer to all of this, here it is. Okay. In answer to all of this, what proof does anyone have that Russia interfered in the 2016 election? Zero. Okay. I quote, that was Spicer who said that in an interview on CNN. Show me what facts have actually shown that anything undermined that election. Nothing did. So what proof do you have that Russia affected the outcome of the election? We don't think you have any proof. We don't think you have any. That's what Spicer had to say. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay? Okay? all of a sudden, it's the Russians, it's the Russians, it's the Russians. Look out, look out, look out. This is unbelievable. Okay. All right. How are we doing on time? Okay. Our next headline: Gore meets with Donald Trump, calls it extremely interesting. That's right. Al Gore met with the Donald, and when he came out, he said it was extremely interesting. Donald Trump met in New York with Al Gore to discuss an issue the Republican president elect has long scoffed at: global warming. Oh, yes, look out. Look out. It is global warming. Okay. I can see it now. I can see Trump and Gore meeting probably went like this. Gore laid out the global warming agenda and encouraged Trump to climb aboard. Trump responded, "What, are you kidding me? The whole thing is a gigantic financial fraud. Carbon taxes, carbon credits, a carbon trading exchange. Another way to bilk the people out of billions and billions of dollars for breathing. For breathing. Okay? We we exhale carbon. Okay? Right? We are made up of carbon, right? Right? We are a carbon life form. Uh-huh. See? Everything everywhere is carbon based. Right? Oh yes, it's isn't that amazing? Oh man, actually carbon is good. Yes, plants and trees thrive on it. That's right. That's why it's you and I and everybody else who are to blame for global warming. Okay? All right? So we should our next headline. Our next headline. In a related article, Trump to pull plug on fake climate change agenda and make us energy independent. That's the headline. Here's the story. Trump is well aware of the global warming hoax and the carbon taxing scheme and will not be swayed by false science on the subject. Next week, he will be meeting with Myron Ebel, who is heading Trump's EPA transition. The meeting will center around defunding green energy subsidies and redirecting the EPA's focus away from so-called man-made climate change to more immediate and verifiable environmental concerns such as water contamination. Our next headline. I mean, we're moving right along here. We're moving right along. What? Hold on. You're listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. We got stuff coming up that is just going to change your life. Okay? All right? You don't want to miss the rest of the program here. But it's time for me to light this here cigarette up. To get the damn thing to work. Okay, there you go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we return to our look at the week's headlines. Our next headline: U.S. plans to make fighter jets in India. What was that? Oh, what? U.S. plans to make fighter jets in India. President Barack Obama's administration is working on a deal to build fighter jets in India, just as President-elect Donald Trump is vowing to keep jobs in America. That's right. President Barack Obama's administration is working on a deal to build fighter jets in India. Hold on a minute. Okay. All right. If the deal goes through, the Indian government would manufacture F-16 Fighting Falcons and F-A-18 Super Hornets to replace its aging fleet of Russian-made fighters. Both Lockheed Martin and Boeing have made proposals to the Indian government. Okay, since when did we... Oh, man. What does it mean? Huh? Lockheed Martin would move its entire production from Texas to India in the deal, which would make India the only producer of the F-16 in the world. And you got Obama trying to slip them out. Slip them out, you know. My God. Lockheed Martin and Boeing both said that the move would not result in a net loss of American jobs, and besides, it would also increase employment in India. Well, hold on now. Hold on. Hold everything. Huh? Lockheed Martin and Boeing, two of the biggest defense contractors that have been bilking America for decades, are now going globalist. Okay? It's all going global, people. It's all going global. I'm telling you. You know that. You know this. They're going to build plants in India, which will build a F-16 and the F-18s. It'll increase employment in India. And that's something. Huh? What do you think of that? They, Obama, Lockheed, and Boeing, announced their plan just as Trump gets ready to take office. Okay? Just coincidentally. Time is short. Time is short. We've got to try and cram through as much of the globalist agenda as possible before Trump's nationalism kicks in. See? You got to do as much damage as they can to this country before America first drained the swamp. America first, drain the swamp. America first, drain the swamp, drain the swamp, drain the swamp. America first, drain the swamp, and see you in the morning. There you go. Boy, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen. Lockheed Martin and Boeing. President Barack Obama's family vacation to Hawaii over the Christmas holidays cost taxpayers $4.8 million. Judicial Watch obtained the records through a Freedom of Information Act request. According to those records, the Secret Service's travel expenses alone made up $1.2 million of that cost. Okay. So here is a breakdown of the Secret Service's costs, according to Judicial Watch. Okay? It's a breakdown. Hotel and lodging, $1,458.63. Okay. Hotels and lodging. Car rentals, $165,893.88. Okay. Those are car rentals. Air and rail expenses, $67,964.16. And if I'm not, if I still remember how to add, it comes out to $1,234,316.67. Okay. All right. Picture that in your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so if it costs 4.8 billion, I mean million, 4.8 million, where did the other 3,565,683.33 go? Okay. That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. So I need you to ponder that. Ponder that as we go into our break.
Radio at freedomslips.com, and we'll be right back after this message.